Hi, welcome to your third and final episode on the user experience design. I'm Rashid.
I'm Samar from Developer Relations at BlackBerry. In this video, we are going to finish off the series by talking about the three remaining components of UX design: user interface, user interactions, and usability testing.
The user interface design phase is where you design the visual aesthetics or the look and feel of your app, page by page. After you have a list of actions you want to expose on a page, you need to pick the right controls. After that, design the layout and the visual style of that page. The controls should be placed at the most ideal location, both visually and ergonomically.
BlackBerry 10 provides you with many well-designed and beautiful core controls out of the box. Among the many sample apps available to you on blackberry.com/GitHub, the Cascades Cookbook app is a great starting point to learn more about the core controls. For example, you can see the nice picker in action.
You can also design your own custom controls by combining several core controls together or with your own image components. If you are designing your core controls, it's highly recommended that you'll still try to maintain the BlackBerry 10 look and feel as much as possible.
After picking your controls, the next step is to decide which components go where on each page. In other words, you design the layout of each of the pages in your app. Finally, you decide on the app's visual style. This is when you choose the perfect icons and images for your app, the color themes, and text fonts.
You can choose between a dark or bright theme for your entire app. You can also download the free in-app icons for BlackBerry 10 at this link below.
Now that the content of the app has been structured and the individual pages designed, the next thing to figure out is the user interaction patterns best suited for your app. What if the user has taken an action and is now waiting for some sort of feedback? What if something changed in the app and you want to notify the user? These are the questions you must ask yourself in this user interactions design phase.
After the user has already taken an action, you definitely don't want them to wait around and keep guessing what's going on. Be responsive to the user. Provide nice visual feedback whenever possible. This could be as simple as an activity indicator, a progress bar animation, or just through some feedback messaging.
You should use the powerful notification mechanisms on BlackBerry 10 to notify users whenever you want their attention. These are the many ways you can get their attention. LED, hub notifications, app icon splat are all perfect for incoming messages or for new content in general without interrupting the user's flow. Toast and dialog boxes, on the other hand, are more intrusive and are better reserved for events that require the user's immediate attention. Toast don't necessarily require user dismissal, they are recommended over dialog boxes. So, the hardest part of your job is already done. You have made an awesome application, but now what?
You want to test whether other people can actually use it properly. You have to verify whether it is as intuitive to others as it is to you. A fresh pair of eyes is always useful. Something what's obvious to you may not be so obvious to your users.
This is so bad. Who built this app? This is like a hate crime against design. I can't use this at all. That's it. I'm leaving.
Okay, maybe you need constructive feedback and criticism instead. Ask the user what they're thinking as they're trying to navigate your content. Give them the least possible context or clues so that they're genuinely discovering a new application.
I can't see most of the article here. And where are all the buttons? I think the touch targets are just a little bit too small.
Well, maybe you just don't know how to use a phone. I can't help you with that.
Important thing to note here, don't take the feedback personally. Don't get insulted if someone just verbally abused all your hard work. Consider all the helpful inputs you can find. Potentially, you just saved yourself from a lot of negative feedback.
Don't just test the app in isolation, but consider the entire end-user experience, starting from discovering the app on the store to installing it and launching it. You can make use of the vendor portal sandbox to distribute your app to testers or beta users, even before the app goes public. You can use the development mode option on the BlackBerry World app to see how they would appear to your customers.
Congratulations! You've made it to the end of this video series. We think the content of this series will help you design an app that is not only visually stunning, but one that is also eligible for Built for BlackBerry certification from the UX perspective. For the complete Built for BlackBerry criteria, please visit this website.
Finally, let's answer the open question from our first video. When it comes to app design, ultimately, you should still try to keep the BlackBerry 10 look and feel for a unified user experience. From the customer reviews we see on the App Store, users develop certain behavioral expectations from using the core apps. For example, they're used to things like the peak, auto-hiding action bar, settings being on the top app menu, or music shortcut keys. And they expect to see these nice features in your app as well.
Tell us what you think in the comments section below. We hope you liked these videos and hope to see you again soon.